My brother Matt and I, driving for Grubhub here in Pittsburgh, we've seen some pretty good pay on recent shifts. And I want to show you a recent shift driving for Grubhub because really the driver pay has rivaled market leader DoorDash and Uber Eats as well. So stay until the end of the video. You're going to want to see these numbers as well as a surprise guest during this shift. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. On this channel, I help you with the gig economy, your side hustle, your full-time hustle, making money and creating multiple revenue streams. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And make sure to get the very best accessories for all of those side hustles. Check out my Amazon storefront, that linked down below. So firstly, if you're considering Grubhub as a driver, and in my opinion, you really should, because what's best in your marketplace? Is it Grubhub? Is it DoorDash, Uber Eats? Then you can really compare, especially for the bonuses, to see which one pays you the most. Now, one standout with Grubhub that is actually different than those other food delivery apps is this, the order request screen. So this is the first order of the day here. Now, what kind of stands out? Now, we see the pickup location. It's the orange shopping bag. And then we see, of course, the drop-off location. That's kind of that green person icon there. But we don't have any miles, and we also don't have a predicted route. Now this one you can kind of visualize, it's not that far, right? But this really comes into play on those farther orders, right? You kind of have to estimate based on your market knowledge, is it 5 miles, 9 miles, etc. In my opinion, this is the ideal order that you really want on Grubhub specifically. Why? Because again, it kind of stands to reason. This is a very short order. I know this isn't going to take long, and it's still paying $10.54. I feel like Grubhub may be new to you or just some other drivers here. So I want to show you the order screens just so you see here. So this is what the pickup screen is going to look like. And then we'll click arrived. That's another different thing than let's say DoorDash or Uber Eats. You really do have to click on pretty much every single step here. So we click on arrived, we see the order details here, and then we'll click on got order. And then you again have to click on actually leaving the restaurant. So let's do that. And then we have the delivery destination. We'll click on again, arrived. Now we actually got a secondary order at this point here. So this one for El Salvador for $10.54. And we did accept this one because again, it's not going to be that far. We can see it kind of in the visualization here. Okay, so making the delivery to the customer's location there, we have clicked arrived. And then there's the option to text the diner. Now it does say contact free delivery. Diner requested, you text them. Now from what we've seen, this isn't really mandatory to actually complete the delivery. You can click on text diner, and then we'll see here there's actually a template text. Actually, I do like that. It does save you some time here. But you can click continue to just continue to make that delivery without sending the text message. Okay, then we'll click on delivered, and then you also have to swipe to confirm that delivery. So yeah, we really need to click on literally like every single step in the delivery process. Kind of a pain, kind of really doesn't matter. There's some give and take there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, but that order complete. And then we also completed that other order that we added. So let's look at the next order request here for actually a stacked order. So pay attention to this. This is what a stacked order is going to look like on Grubhub. We actually accepted this one for several reasons. Number one, cash flow. It's a stacked order that pays $30.88. That is fantastic. If you can get a per delivery payout of $10 or higher on a single order, I think that's pretty strong. So to get two here, both paying out $15, I think that's pretty exceptional. And then nextly, we accepted this one because yes, it's going to take a little bit more time, right? So we understood that. We're on that northern section of Pittsburgh. We're going to come down to that central area and then ultimately, of course, continue down to that southern end of the central Pittsburgh area there. But that cash flow and then ultimately, additionally, the ending destination as far as positioning, we're happy with that. Another reason why we accepted. Okay, but problem on Grubhub, and frankly, this isn't really something that I've encountered, and I don't think you will encounter it on DoorDash and Uber Eats. So remember, it's a stacked order, right? And that first pickup, it was from an Italian restaurant. So we get there and arriving to the restaurant, the staff says, oh, that order actually isn't prepped for pickup for really another hour and 45 minutes. So we literally got there a little bit after 5 p.m. and they said it wasn't going to be picked up. It wasn't scheduled to be picked up until 6:45, I believe it was, 6:45 p.m. So I really don't know what happened there. Talking about the order, was it a glitch on the Grubhub app with the restaurant platform? Were they misreading the order? Because, we called customer support, because that's another thing with Grubhub. We weren't easily able to cancel this order. We actually did have to contact support there. And yeah, we were kind of told that they didn't see it being scheduled later. They thought it was a pickup and an immediate drop-off, but that's not what the restaurant told us. So whose fault was it? Was it a glitch somewhere? Again, was the restaurant misreading something? I don't know, but we did actually have to cancel that order. So that was kind of a pain, because remember, we're trying to do that stacked order for $30+. So now we do have to drive that entire distance for just one order for $15. And then funny enough, actually, once that order was canceled, and of course it's gonna go to another driver, we actually received the request again, offering even more pay, $22.36 now for that order. Now, could it have been another customer? Because, right, we can't see the ending destination. I kind of assumed that it was, so we declined that one. Okay, well, moving on to the next order request. This one from Kung Fu Tea. It's really a positioning order, because remember, we're finishing a little bit south here. It's not really a bad area, we're really not too far away from power strips. Those are areas that are really dense with restaurants. But we like this one. It's pulling us a little bit more north, really more into those rich power strip zones here. So again, Kung Fu Tea, $9. Now, surprisingly, on this one, trying to deliver for Kung Fu Tea, we actually had someone try to interrupt that delivery. Or should I say something? So take a look at the surprise guest just chilling here on the steps to the home, trying to make a simple delivery, just hanging out, enjoying the warm weather. Cat fan, dog fan, let us know down below. Moving on from our fuzzy guest here, next order, Tuk 98, $12.66. So generally pretty seamless, other than that really kind of app glitch or whatever that was with that restaurant not being prepared with the pickup. But other than that, a pretty smooth shift here, not really a long shift, but not knowing the miles. Let's look at the numbers, because we really need to make sense of, okay, was this shift efficient and was it really paying more than other apps? So this evening shift was from 4:30 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Now for this 2-hour shift, we grossed $64.32. That is a strong gross revenue per hour, $32.16. Very happy with that, because your goal this year for any rush shift, for breakfast, the lunch rush, or the dinner rush, really needs to be $25 an hour. And really, on a lot of these apps, at least here in Pittsburgh, let me know your marketplace down below, but it's been hitting, $25, $28, $30+ an hour. Now, we recently did a great training on how to make $1,000 a week, and it's really leveraging 2 different kinds of bonuses. So I really encourage you to click the card above, watch that video after this one. A lot of good tips in there on how you can hit strong numbers like this. Now, during this shift, we completed 6 deliveries, did receive 6 tips as well, with really a higher than market average tip amount here, $6.14. Now, I typically see kind of the high 4s, low 5s when it comes to tips, so encouraging there. Now, remember, the metric that really speaks to efficiency is this next metric. It's your business miles. I don't want to drive a ton of miles and make, meager pay, because then I'm really just putting, the wear and tear on my vehicle, the miles on my vehicle. So for this shift, just 18.2 business miles. Very happy with that. That's a payout of $3.53 per business mile. And your goal there really should be at least $1.75. If you're driving a lot more miles and you're really hitting, let's say, $1 or $1.25 per mile, then you may be accepting, orders that are too far away from the restaurant to the customer's location. And then for that, you really just want to think about the trade-off. Okay, if I'm making $120, maybe $150 per mile payout, is it worth it for me to be driving and again, putting that wear and tear on my vehicle? And based on 18.2 business miles, there's a tax deduction of $10.19. One closing point that's very important when it comes to these actual numbers here. So putting this in kind of perspective with other apps. During this shift, at the same time, DoorDash wasn't offering any bonuses until 5 p.m. really. And And then from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m., they're offering just $1. And then on Uber Eats with the surge pricing, that's the per delivery bonus on Uber Eats, they were really offering $1 to, I believe it was $2 on surge pricing. So to hit this $32 an hour on a Grubhub, that's pretty strong. And that really communicates, yes, I chose the best app for that day and that time. So having said that, where does Grubhub stand in your marketplace? Have you even tried Grubhub? Is Grubhub a strong performer? Is it really the third place performer? Is it not as good as other apps here? Let us know down below in the comments, because we're really just getting into Grubhub here in Pittsburgh. And again, we've seen some strong numbers, but it's really being smart with choosing the best orders. And again, looking at the miles here and just knowing your marketplace and accepting smart orders. So if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.